previously. The metagame on this map is rolled so heavily around the drop zone and B bomb site. There are a bunch of teams in the past week that have started running a lot of execute towards the A bomb site, and it seems to make the map just a lot more even in a way. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're running both A and B, it makes it even, but it just seems like more of the map gets used, whereas before it was almost entirely who's going to get the entry frag on B.
True,
if you lose as a terrorist going in, then maybe the CTs win. If you get the entry frag, then you just win the round.
Well, wasn't that like what Fragmap Masters season finals between Fnatic and TSM? That was pretty much like the moment where I think they started to click a little bit on how to figure out how to deal with that plateau player, or at least that was when TSM were able to shut down Olfmeister, and Kerrigan just kept walking out there and doing big work round after round. But it was it felt like that was like where we started to see that shift away from the plateau play. Although now a lot of the time it's what YOLO, straight YOLO, either to drop or onto plateau, and that's why it's going to be so key for the team starting CT side to basically lock down that pistol and get those nades early so that the terrorists have to think a little bit before they just start running all over the place.
And I mean, that's smoke over there now because everyone's playing with the M4A4 on that plateau. The traces are going to go through, so it's a little bit more tricky if you're on the CT side and you want to just take some blind shots through. Which is why people have come up with other solutions like jumping on top of the box and just trying to see if they can look over the smoke. And we usually actually, just in the warm-up here, is VP so far. 4 out of 5 members with the M4A4. Samuel, where are you on this rifle? Are you...
yeah, well, we were just talking about this earlier, man. I actually had a little bit of time on Sunday to play some games, and it's still feeling really weird for me, the A1. Like I'm using it and I'm feeling confident with it, but it still feels like a new gun just because of that the rate of fire change, right? Because it's still the same bullets, but it takes longer now to get rid of those bullets. So your timing, your internal like timing for, okay, I can spray this long and I know exactly where I am on the bullet count is completely like off whack now, off kilter, because all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, but I saw some more bullets, but then I haven't done the damage that I thought I did, yada yada yada. So it's taking some getting used to. But I don't necessarily agree with everybody just like hard going over to the M4A4 either. I still think that the A1 is certainly a good rifle. Just takes some getting used to.
All right, there's some potential there. I mean, I played with the M4A4 all throughout. I never switched to the M4A1.
You're OG.
Mostly just, I think, because I have the Howl skin for the A4, so it's not a logical choice by any means. It was just something I felt like doing. But, I mean, I'm interested in a lot of different sort of, I'm noticing a lot of different gameplay. Here with the M4A4 now, that seems to be less possible with the M4A1 just because the reduced bullet count on it. You know, you do see people now spraying through smoke to sort of almost bait people to run through, and then they're, you know, instead of reloading, they've got still, you know, 11 or 12 bullets left, and they'll kill 1 or 2 people with it. And it's a big risk, but I mean, I think it allows for different kinds of gameplay, really. So I guess we'll see tonight if there's going to be a couple of people using the A1 instead. We'll certainly try and keep an eye on it just to see where that part of the game is going these days.
Boom.
And we'll also have to see if the Zeus game is developed.
Oh my god.
Because that was heavy during the qualifier. You're already salty, Sumner. What's up with that?
Don't break. Why? I was so happy, Anders. I was so happy because I hadn't thought about the Zeus. And I hadn't thought about that on this map, and then now I'm just gonna like I'm thinking back to Liquid, like 2 kills right here on Slump going up onto the A site. Like no. Please don't.
All right. Well, if you're playing matchmaking against Semler, you know what to do now.
This is like okay. I'll give you that. You're getting even from back when I used to tell people to spray against you in DM. If you want to piss Anders off, just spray at him in DM, guys.
It's the worst. I hate it.
But I mean,
Like I'm here trying to like refine my one clicks, trying to really make it smooth, for when I get that scream highlight moment, and then you could run. But that's the thing; it's not even going to happen anymore because people used to do it with the M4A1. That was the thing. You just have like idiots running around because in deathmatch you just get your bullets back when you kill someone. You spray all day.
Buddy.
You wouldn't even have to worry about anything. Those people were the worst people, but they're gone now. They're gone from the world.
You know what, Anders? You want to work on your one taps? Go play versus bots, bro. Go log up the bots server. Go and play against that. Deathmatch. That's the land of spray.
What the really weird people in deathmatch are the people who, I think it's actually fine to open deathmatch. That is, I don't think it's a problem. The problem is most people open deathmatch, they stick to like this weird pattern where they get one kill and then they die, and then they get one kill and they die. It's like you're not really doing much, are you? I mean, surely you need to get above that somehow if you want to be helpful to your team at some point. But
But what's driving me nuts on like Brutal CS in particular for all this, the Scandinavians out there, that's probably like the server that you're playing on, is like the spawn rate right now is ludicrous. That server is like ruined for me now because it's just like every time
did they change it?
they just respawn like